Green improvements to me are improvements that help the energy efficiency and health and safety of the home. Strongly believe that having a well-insulated, tight house, will save utility bills dramatically. Also help the indoor air environment.
Also helps to reduce the carbon footprint, and they will also increase home comfort by insulating and air sealing and reducing the drafts in your home.
Common complaints from customers, and a lot of those have to do with heating and cooling that's very uneven, where they have rooms on the edges of houses or above the garage, or in other areas that have more significant issues that it's just not heating and cooling properly. There are drafts, and I think I mentioned the inconsistent heating and cooling. And then most importantly, high bills. A lot of people have these drastic heating bills, and they really don't know what to do. And the first thing is to do a home energy audit.
A home energy test is an audit where a BPI certified auditor comes to the home and performs an observation and does a lot of health and safety tests. We measure the combustion appliances to make sure your draft is running properly. We check for levels of carbon monoxide and any gas leaks. And we also run a blower door test. A blower door is a big fan that fits in the frame of your front door, and it depressurizes your home and measures the air leakage, which is usually a culprit for high utility bills. And we also have an infrared thermal imaging camera where we can scan your home, pinpoint those areas of air leakage, as well as detect the levels of insulation behind the sheetrock and any potential water leaks.
A big issue that we find in new construction homes, when we have the blower door going and we have the thermal imaging going at the same time, and we're walking through the house, a really neat thing that we find and we're able to show homeowners is that when a new house is built, it's going up fast, and they have all this new material, especially the lumber, and it needs about 8 months to acclimate to its new environment. As it's getting used to its new environment, it actually shrinks, and the lumber starts off at about 3.5 inches, and then during that 8 to 10 months, it shrinks about 1/4 of an inch. What that 1/4 of an inch gap does is creates a separation from the sheetrock and/or exterior siding, and it leaves an air gap. So when we have this blower door going, it will depressurize the house, which will magnify this separation. And with the camera, it'll show down the wall, even on interior walls, these really, really large streaks down the wall of, say, the attic air pulling into the house. And it's quite drastic, and it's just a huge opportunity for us to seal that plane of the house and make it tighter.
For existing homes, we often find that older homes don't have any insulation in them at all, which is really critical, especially in the attic. It's similar to putting a nice hat on your head in the wintertime, but it's for your house. So that is a common problem. Other common problems often deal with air leakage. Homes can be very drafty, and by sealing up those leaks, we can significantly reduce the utility bills, as well as homes that have really old heating and cooling equipment. The efficiency levels weren't there a long time ago. We have great efficiency levels today with the technology, and not only increase the home comfort, but reduce the utility bills.
I think the most cost-effective improvement is insulation and air sealing. And they go hand in hand because before we insulate, it's very important to air seal any penetrations in the house, like wires, pipes, separations in the framing, drop soffits. And then after that is done, we then go in and insulate. And also when we insulate in exterior walls and we're dense packing insulation in cavities, it tends to air seal at the same time it's insulating. So those two components are the most cost-effective with the highest return on investment improvements you can make in a home.
And as far as the insulation, we can insulate the entire exterior of the home as well as the attic, and a typical payback will be like 3 to 4 years, which is excellent as far as energy efficiency is concerned. And a big common myth is that windows are a very good energy efficient measure. That's just a real myth, and people believe that because it's 25 years of marketing from the window companies.
Mm-hmm.
But really, insulation is a much better avenue to go down because you'll get much more for your money as far as energy efficiency is concerned, and you'll pay a lot less. Versus windows, you'll pay a lot more, and you will get much less bang for your buck.
There are significant rebates and programs that are available. New Jersey has a program called New Jersey Home Performance with Energy Star. It's a very helpful program that can subsidize some of the costs to do these improvements. There's also a program called Home Star that is going to be a federal program, hopefully coming out at the end of 2010 summer. And that will be a program similar to the state, which is based on performance. So the more energy we can save a home, the more rebates the federal government will give to the homeowner. And usually those rebates come in a cash rebate. There are some federal tax rebates, but majority of the rebates are cash rebates, which are much more helpful.
And the tax credits are actually deductions off of the taxes that you owe at the end of the year, not a deduction from your reported income, so they're essentially as good as cash. Come check out our website. It's www.greenenergy-nj.com. It's very informative. There are a bunch of pages that you can browse to find out more information about how you can make your home more energy efficient, the benefits of it, as well as information on the current rebates and tax credits that are available.